What's going on, guys? My name is Wade with Tech Daily, and it's that time of the year once again. It's time to check out the newest iPhones. And I guess you could call this iPhone launch part 1, since what most people are waiting for is the iPhone X, hopefully launching towards the end of October. But for the next month or two, and for a lot of people who might be looking to get a new device sooner rather than later, the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus I have here are the newest flagship devices from Apple. And while these phones are incremental upgrades from the 7 and 7 Plus last year, I gotta say that some of the new features, especially the camera and wireless charging, might be pretty interesting to check out. Both phones I have here are also in Apple's new gold color. They're just called gold, so no new blush gold or copper like the rumors and leaks suggested. And along with the phones being that new color, the outside of the box also has that sort of soft gold, almost pinkish or cream color to it, which is different than what we've seen before. Aside from that though, the box is just the usual iPhone box with a picture of the phone out front and all the specs and information around back. These are both 64GB models, which is now the lowest gigabyte model Apple offers, and the next and only size up after that is a big jump to 256GB. So we'll go ahead and pull back the tab, peel off the plastic wrap from the outside of the box, pull off the lid, and like always, we're first greeted by Apple's Designed by Apple in California slogan on a package of paperwork. And underneath that is where the shiny new iPhone 8 sits. And my first impressions just holding this device are that it definitely feels a little heavier than the iPhone 7, mainly due to the new back glass instead of aluminum, and it also kind of makes the phone feel just a bit nicer and more premium too. I've always been a fan of the all-glass design, especially since I've been using Samsung's S8 and Note 8 over the last few months. As far as the extra accessories you get inside the box, no surprises here, nothing new, just the same old stuff we've gotten for a few years now. A USB to Lightning cable, a wall adapter, and Lightning earpods with the Lightning to auxiliary adapter included. And just so I don't leave anything out, the packet of paperwork includes the white Apple stickers, some legal info, and a quick start guide. I won't snub you guys of the iPhone 8 Plus unboxing, so we'll go ahead and tear off the plastic wrap from that box too, pull off the lid, and once again, underneath the packet of paperwork sits the larger 5.5-inch iPhone 8 Plus. Again, definitely a slightly heavier feeling phone, but a nice and premium feeling phone nonetheless. The iPhone 4 and iPhone 4S with that glass back was pretty much my favorite iPhone design, so I'm really happy to see it return on these new phones. Powering on and setting up the iPhones for the first time is a very familiar process if you've ever done it before. The only additional option you get with these new phones is a screen that talks about the True Tone display, which is a new feature for the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. I'll talk about how it works in just a second, but if you ever want to toggle that option on or off, it's also available in the Settings app. So both the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus offer Apple's True Tone display, which we first saw on the most recent iPad Pro. And basically how it works is that the iPhones now have additional sensors that can measure and analyze the ambient light color and brightness in the environment around you. And then the phones adjust the display according to the best viewing experience. It's almost impossible to see it in action on camera, but I notice it most when the screen is mostly white. It'll kind of shift from a brighter yellow tone to a softer, cooler blue under some lighting conditions. And I'm sure it's constantly adjusting and making the screen look better, but it isn't something you'd necessarily be able to tell instantly. In the hardware department, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus share an almost identical look to the last 3 generations of iPhones, dating back to the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. The only difference, of course, being the new glass back, and I guess you could say the new color too. The overall hardware is kind of an aluminum and glass sandwich, with the glass on the front and back and a familiar aluminum band running around the entire edge of the device. Personally, I've always liked the look and feel of the iPhone, but it does look really dated next to the likes of Samsung and LG with the big bezels and everything. And I think that's why so many people are really excited for the complete redesign on the iPhone X. The addition of the glass back though now means that the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus finally support wireless charging. Yes, I know Android phones have had this for years. It's not new, it's not innovative since it's just Qi, but it's been a long time coming for the iPhone. Also, on the inside, these phones pack basically the most powerful specs of any phone on the market right now. While 2 and 3GB of RAM on the 8 and 8 Plus respectively isn't exciting, the new A11 Bionic processor is producing benchmark results that are, not even exaggerating, 10 times better than the likes of even the Note 8 and S8 Plus, which is absolutely crazy. What's also absolutely crazy are the 12 megapixel cameras on both devices now. While pictures look great, and even the new portrait lighting feature is probably kind of cool, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus are both capable of shooting 4K video at 60 FPS and slow-mo video in 1080p resolution at 240 FPS. Plus. Those are specs you can't even get with a majority of new standalone professional cameras, let alone a camera on a smartphone, and I really can't wait to try this out. This video obviously isn't going to serve as my full review on these phones or anything, but yes, I guess you could say the iPhone 8 is more of an S upgrade. But the better specs, the nicer display, wireless charging, and the new camera features all warrant a little bit of praise. And if you don't want to spend $1,000 on the iPhone 10, or have to end up waiting months and months since the phone will probably be impossible to get, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus are really solid options. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the iPhone 8 in the comments below. Also, be sure to follow Tech Daily on Twitter, and subscribe to the Tech Daily YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.